Hello, welcome to the latest edition of Marketing Cracked, and today I'm going to give you 5 top tips for your email marketing. Hello, welcome back. Thought I'd sit down for a change today. Doesn't make much difference, still about the same height. So I'm going to talk about email marketing. Now, according to Campaign Monitor, email marketing has a higher conversion rate than direct mail and social media. So it can work very well for some businesses as long as it's done consistently. And to be honest, that's almost like rule number 6. There's no point sending 2 emails a year and then sitting back thinking, oh, well, that was a waste of time, wasn't it? You've got to send emails regularly and you've got to be okay with that. You might not be okay with sending 3 emails a week or 1 email a day, whatever. So you have to be happy with it, but you've also got to understand that frequency matters. And to be honest, if you don't get people unsubscribing, it could mean you're actually not sending them out frequently enough. Anyway, tip number 1, subject line, the most important. You could have the sexiest email in the world. You spent 5 hours crafting it. It's brilliant. It's got GIFs, it's got JPEGs and all that. But if no one opens it, you've totally wasted your time. So we will spend almost like a quarter of our time focusing on the email subject line compared to the content. It is hugely important. When people turn their laptop on or look at their phone, they've got tons of emails there. You want yours to leap out. So that could be using emojis in your subject line. It could be thinking of left field subject lines, because I guarantee if your subject line says latest newsletter, people probably aren't going to open it. So it's being a bit creative on the subject line. And also you then get like a subheader subject line that would appear next to it in someone's inbox. So fill that out as well, but don't just repeat what you said in the main subject line. So that's very important. Number 2, benefits-led copy. If your email is just buy my stuff, yes, you are going to have more than your fair share of unsubscribes. Emails can be a good sales tool, but if you're thinking long term, it's about engaging with your audience. It's about sharing benefits-led, interesting copy so you can position yourself as an expert in your field. So rather than being a lawyer who just wants to sell wills, for example, you can be a lawyer who knows everything there is to do with wills and probate. And over time, people will be like, wow, this lawyer really knows his stuff. I should speak to him about my lasting power of attorney. Number 3, proof it. You get the opportunity using a proper mass email system such as MailChimp, Sendinblue, Constant Contact, whatever. You get the ability to proof yourself first or proof a colleague, get a fresh pair of eyes to look at it. And speaking of which, definitely use a mass email system. Don't use Microsoft Outlook. And obviously the major crime there is that some people will actually still put all the recipients' names and email addresses publicly in the to field, not even in the BCC field, which is just a whole load of legal trouble there. So sending stuff via Outlook, it's just unprofessional, and putting a line like, if you don't want to hear from us again, please reply, putting unsubscribe in the header. That is just so amateurish. Use a mass email system. MailChimp is a great one. We also use Constant Contact for clients as well. And the cost can be free to just a few quid a month. So proofread. If you've been looking at an email for a particularly long time, you might get blind to a few errors. Send it to a colleague, have them look at it first. Is the spelling all great? Does it make sense? Does it get across what you want to say? If it does, brilliant, then get it sent out. So get it sent out to the right people, that's important. So number 4 is your audience. So you want a nice, clean database. Now, if you're bumping into people on the circuit, left, right, and center, and then just chucking them onto your email list without even asking their permission, you could get into trouble. There is GDPR, of course, but that is more business to consumer than business to business. Some people will say, well, I've got a legitimate interest to contact him, but it still could be dodgy ground really. You want a nice clean email list. Just like the followers you've got on social media, you'd rather have 100 people following your Facebook page who are genuinely interested in you than 1,000 people following you who are only following you because you were giving away a bottle of champagne or whatever it might be. So look at your database, make sure it's going out to relevant people, so that's important. And number 5, stats. Now, there is a thing we like to call paralysis by analysis. Some people can just spend their entire lives drilling down the numbers to the nth degree, and it's like, just get on with actually marketing your business. So stats are important, top line stats are really important. So what's your open rate? So most mass email systems will give you an average percentage for your industry. So if you're a gym, for example, and you know the fitness industry, the average open rate is 20% and yours is 50%, happy days. If it's 5%, you got to look at your audience. So look at your open rates, look at your unsubscribes. Again, we've talked about this. If you're getting loads of unsubscribes, you've got the wrong audience, or you're just selling them sales orientated stuff. Or maybe you are content them too much. But again, if no one ever unsubscribes, are you sending them enough content? So that is something to look at. So unsubscribes are important, but certainly don't get upset if a few people unsubscribe. Don't worry about it. And I know there are some businesses out there that don't want to send as many emails as they'd like to for fear of getting people unsubscribes. And God forbid, once in a blue moon, someone might send them a shirty email saying, why am I on your list? I don't want to receive your stuff anymore. But if you're using a compliant mass email system, the unsubscribe option is pretty clear, and that's all they have to do. Stats, another good one to look at is the times of the sending of your emails. So try sending emails at different times and look at the stats to see if that makes a difference. So we know that a lot of our emails work best when they get sent in the evening. So you might be thinking, well, no, people get to work at 9 o'clock. First thing they're going to do is open up their emails. So I don't want to get mine to get lost amongst all the other emails that came in overnight. So I will send mine maybe 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning. But that's still guesswork. So follow the numbers. Try sending your emails at different times and see which one works the best. So number 1, subject line. Number 2, benefits-led copy. Number 3, proofreading it. Get a colleague to proofread it. Number 4, make sure you have a nice, clean, relevant database, a good audience. And number 5, check those stats. So I will see you soon for another edition of Marketing Cracked.